A young couple's dream cruise in the Mediterranean on Virgin Voyages became a nightmare when they were conned out of thousands of dollars by another passenger. JJ Cruise. Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Jordan and this is JJ Cruise. Thank you so much for clicking into the video today. Well, today we have a story that comes with a very stark warning for you and for me, for those of us that love to cruise, because you can't always trust everyone that you meet on a cruise ship. This story is one of the wildest stories that has been sent to us in the recent years. And so I wanted to pass it along to all of you that watch the channel because you can't be careful enough right now as you go on your cruise vacations. We're going to get into the whole story and I'm going to let you know why I think this is so important. But before we do that, I do just want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers. If you love cruising as much as Jared and I do, please hit that subscribe button. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. One of the best parts about cruising is meeting other people while on board. I'm going to be the first one to say that some of my very best lifelong friends I met on ships, and they're people that I now travel with regularly, and they're people that I see and that are really important parts of my life. But you can't trust everyone that you meet when you're traveling the world, and you certainly cannot put your trust or finances in their hands within a matter of days of meeting them. This story is very fresh, and I think that this channel is one of the first to report on this story here on YouTube, and I want to get your take on what is going on here on board a Virgin Voyages ship. Last October, a couple went on one of their dream vacations on a longer 11-night Mediterranean cruise aboard one of Virgin Voyages' ship. On the second night of the cruise, they sat down in one of Virgin's many specialty restaurants, and they got set next to a gentleman and this gentleman's friend, and they struck up a conversation. The couple was quite young, but they were entrepreneurs who were starting their own business. And so they struck up a conversation at dinner on night 2 of their cruise about their future business endeavors. And they were really happy to meet this guy because this guy just so happened to be in marketing and own a marketing firm, and told them that he could help them with everything. He could help them with things like their logo design. He could help them secure an LLC. He could also help them market their business so that they could grow very quickly from the beginning. When you're young and you have a lot of dreams of starting your own business or working for yourself, it's always exciting to come across someone who offers their help or says, I can play a hand in helping build your success just as you're starting to build your business. Well, this couple and this man end up spending the rest of the cruise together. They just hit it off, and it was only day 2 of an 11-night cruise, so they spent a lot of meals together and just spent time on board the ship together. If you've been on a few cruises, you know exactly what this looks like. You meet someone on day 1 or day 2 that it just clicks. They're just like someone that you would hang out with back at home, or maybe someone that you went to college with. And then you end up becoming fast friends while on that cruise, and maybe you stay friends after the cruise. Throughout their time together on the ship, this man continued to talk business with them and let him know that he was quite wealthy. He had a lot of money. He had a law degree. He actually was working with a lot of social media influencers and worked with TikTok for their TikTok live streams. He consulted with TikTok. He also told them that he had a lot of people in his circle that were very important figures in politics. Needless to say, this couple was extremely impressed with everything that they started to hear, and they decided that they wanted to work with this guy in a business relationship. It started off just small with him helping them with a logo. They paid him some money to create a logo for their business. But then they started to give him more money, and it seems like, allegedly, they gave him a lot of money in a quick amount of time. They actually ended up paying this guy over $10,000 to help them get their business up and started and to start marketing their business so they could be successful. Once they got back home, after this cruise, they continued to stay in touch with this man who just kept kind of baiting them along, saying, oh, this is coming, or this is coming, your logo is coming, the marketing's coming. After about 3 months post-cruise, they realized that they might have been scammed by this guy. So this couple hires their own lawyer to just do a little bit of research and investigating about the guy that they met, their new buddy from the cruise. This lawyer calls the law school that this guy apparently went to, and this law school had absolutely no record of him ever getting a degree in law from there. So they then go after him. They start sending him emails and start trying to contact him, and he doesn't actually write them back or contact them back in any way until one day they get a call from him and he plays dumb. He acts like he hasn't seen any of their messages, hasn't seen any of their emails, and apparently he actually got robbed at the Miami airport and his phone got stolen. So he didn't even have access to any of his emails or any way to actually communicate with them. Upon finding out that they were trying to get their money back, they had a conversation and agreed to the total amount that they had paid him, and he agreed that they were going to get a refund from him as long as they signed an NDA. The couple thought that this was just a little fishy and a little strange, and so they actually did not agree to sign the NDA, and they have now just sent their lawyers after this guy. Now, what is coming out is all of these different people that have been scammed by this guy on TikTok. This guy apparently had been utilizing his services and telling creators and telling other people that he could market them and he could make their channels or their businesses grow exponentially in return for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. This entire thing is all still playing out. I have not heard if that couple has gotten their money back or not. But this is such an important warning and a little bit of a wake-up call even to Jared and I that you can't trust everyone that you meet on a cruise from day one. This is also a great case that you just shouldn't work on your cruise. Of course, there's some of us, like us, we are travel agents, so we have to work while we travel. But if you're going just to enjoy a vacation, just enjoy vacation and maybe leave the work back behind you. My heart goes out to this couple because this is just a terrible scenario. You get your hopes up, you get really excited that you think that you're about to get some assistance, some help, maybe a jump start in this new opportunity that you're trying to create for yourself. And then this all gets kind of flushed down the toilet because someone that you've paid thousands and thousands of dollars to ends up being a con man. Allegedly, this guy has gone on a lot of cruises and he's met a lot of people. So just be careful when you're out there and you're meeting people and someone tells you that they can help you make it big, know that not everything is always what it seems. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you heard of this happening? This is not the first time people have been conned on cruise ships. There are people that you might encounter on land travel, when you go to Disney World, when you go out to a restaurant or to a bar. People sometimes don't have your best interest in mind, and you have to be smarter than them to know that you're not going to fall for whatever they're trying to sell you. Well, let me know what you think of this story in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Jordan. This is JJ Cruise. And until next time, see ya.